argued with Fox, no face. We said no face-off. And what does she say?
Face-off.
Now we're going to do a face-off. Fuck her and fuck them. There was no face-off, and we saved the fight.
Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. As you guys just heard, Bob Arum told Katie Abdu from Fox PBC she can go F herself, and said the same to Wilder and his team as well. And the reason for that is because there wasn't supposed to be a face-off in the first place. They were two highly emotional people, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And Kate was egging the whole thing on. She was instigating things that made the fighters more emotional than they already are. And she was in favor of Deontay Wilder. Let me counterpunch. First off, those things need to come out. They needed to come out. The accusations needed to come out. I just wish it was sooner. I wish it was a few months ago. You know, it shouldn't be anything that should be kept in the dark or a myth or anything else, because these are real life accusations. I don't know how true the accusations are, which I don't really believe based on the lack of evidence, but they were said. If you accuse somebody of something, you can't say you didn't. Okay, that's just as worse as being guilty, accusing someone that's not guilty. Okay, so why wouldn't Tyson Fury say what he had to say about the accusations? And how was Katie impartial to Deontay Wilder than Fury? He was, I agree with Wilder. In an interview with Blue Blood Sports TV, she was right up the middle. She kept it cordial. And if anything, she allowed Deontay Wilder to not do what he normally did. Okay, maybe it was that British charm she had or whatnot, but she told Deontay when he went to put those mitts back, those headphones back in his ear to avoid listening to Tyson Fury like a child, she told him, like, listen, Deontay Wilder, you're making me nervous doing that. So out of respect for her, he took them off. Okay, so she asked the right type of questions. She asked the kind of questions that they needed to ask. I think that actually helped sell the fight, if anything. Bob Arum, I don't know what his problem was. There was no type of favoritism whatsoever. It didn't matter where she was from. Okay, he brought this British broad, this British commentator, you know what I mean? And Bob's old and he says a lot of unfiltered shit, which older people do, but I think he still needs to respect people as who they are. You know, him saying that about the face-off or whatever, that just spices it up. She was doing her job, and I think she did a damn good job, okay, at that. And him saying there wasn't security, well, maybe Bob's is right. Maybe there should have been some security. There should have been more security, if any. Okay, but like he said, it's a PB Fox thing. Well, fine. If it's supposed to be a joint effort, okay, well, why don't you spend some money to get security in there? That could have easily happened. He could have came out of pocket, but oh, Lord forbids that with Bob Arum spending money that he doesn't need to spend. So why would you not participate in something that was needed in order to sell the fight? This was, in fact, the first time that Deontay Wilder was able to talk, because Kate pretty much made him talk, or convinced him to talk, better words, right? So this is the first time this fight is actually being sold. And if Bob Arum wants this fight to be sold because he knows he's missing out on hundreds of millions of dollars from Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua, why not? So I really didn't understand it at all. If he needed extra security, there should have been, like I told people on my live stream, there should have been a big thing of plexiglass that protected them both from even touching each other. They could have faced off, and it would have been better for COVID and all the other germs as well. So for Bob saying that, I think he was just afraid of something happening, but he could have avoided it by taking precautions as well, because this is a joint matter. This is not just PBC, okay? And if it is, you know, I mean, he's also a promoter. He can do things to stop that in order to promote the fight, because he's a promoter. He should do his job as well. He co-promotes with Frank Warren to promote Tyson Fury. So if that's the case, he needs to help Tyson Fury at any means possible as far as that. But there was no reason for him to get or to tell Kate Abdu to fuck herself. There was no reason for that. It was uncalled for. It was unprofessional. It was out of order. He was totally unglued for saying that, oh, because she was a commentator for Fox PBC, that means she was impartial, that means she was biased. No, it don't. Okay? It didn't mean that at all. You know, the questions were just asked, and those are the type of questions that people wanted to see, because we went through a pandemic hearing months and months of the same shit over and over again, and none of these guys were here to verify it, okay, or to qualify it. So I'm glad that Kate did the things that she did, and I salute her, okay, 100%. And Bob Arum should chill out and smoke some pot. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of this counterpunch on this particular outrage from Bob Arum. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.